laws will have to be imposed, and a world governing body will be created to enforce them. Crises precipitate change.
Secretly plotting your demise. I want to devise a
Hello everyone, Darko 2012 here with Global Government News, and I hope everyone can hear me out there. Can you hear me? I got a comment this morning. I was kind of surprised by it because I've got a lot of good comments, positive comments, and I've gotten a lot of negative comments, and but this comment was definitely something I've never gotten before. Maybe the most, I consider the most ignorant comment I've ever received, which is someone said, "Speak up, motherfucker! Speak up, motherfucker!" So I wrote back in a little comment, "Okay, motherfucker," because I guess that's how we talk to each other, right? So just wanted to throw that out there, maybe a little comic relief in this madness, this shitty world that we live in here. And yeah, so here we go. We're moving on to an article titled "A Third of All U.S. Casualties in an 8-Year Afghan War Have Occurred Since Obama Ordered Escalation." And I don't want to try to make this seem like there's going to be thousands of fucking people here. And I don't want to say that it's only this money. So I'm just going to read this article, and I could tell you one thing. There's been a lot of people who have died and been displaced as a result of the, quote, war on terror. So with that said, more than 300 U.S. soldiers have died in the war in Afghanistan since May 15, 2009, the day when the first major wave of new troops ordered by President Barack Obama arrived in the country. The 308 U.S. casualties in Afghanistan since then account for about a third of the total 920 U.S. casualties in the 8-year war. Of the 308 soldiers who have died since mid-May 2009, 287 were killed by enemy action, according to CNSNews.com database of all casualties in the Afghan theater of war. It says the southern provinces of Helmand and Kandahar, located along the Afghan border with Pakistan, have been the deadliest regions for the U.S. soldiers since President Obama's escalation and U.S. forces in the region began. Approximately 81 U.S. soldiers have died in combat in Helmand and 58 in Kandahar, for a total of 139 in those two provinces. That is about 45% of the U.S. casualties in Afghanistan since May 15th, 2009. And it says on February 17th, 2009, Obama ordered the deployment of 17,000 additional troops to Afghanistan. The main body of those troops arrived in Kandahar on May 15th, 2009. And in December 2009, Obama stepped up his surge with 30,000 more troops, bringing the U.S. military presence in Afghanistan to more than 100,000. Last year was the deadliest for American soldiers since the U.S.-led military effort in Afghanistan began in 2001. CNSNews.com's database of Afghans' war casualties is derived primarily from the official U.S. Defense Department casualty reports, but also includes information gleaned from the reports in the news media. The database includes all U.S. military personnel who have died and received a fatal wound in Afghanistan or Pakistan. It does not include U.S. military personnel who died outside of Afghanistan while supporting military efforts against terrorism under Operation Enduring Freedom. On February 13th, the United States started a major operation in central Helmand, a Taliban stronghold. It is focused on the city of Marja, or Marja, however you pronounce that. If somebody knows that, you can correct me. It says, which has about 80,000 inhabitants. The operation, known as Mushtarak, which means together, and Dari, involves 15,000 U.S.-led NATO and Afghan soldiers, with Afghan soldiers making up at least half of the offensive force. In a February 21st speech At Princeton University, Army General David Petraeus, the U.S. commander overseeing the troops in Iraq and Afghanistan, predicted a, quote, tough casualty level resulting from the initiative. We've gotten the inputs right. Now we are embarking on what's going to be the output, he said. The reality is it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard all the time. We're going to have tough losses. So far, there have been 14 reported casualties from the battles in Helmand since Operation Mushtarak started. On NBC's Meet the Press, General Petraeus indicated that Mara operation is the initial salvo of a bigger 12 to 18-month campaign. And it goes on and says, using the Mara operation as an example, the general pointed out that the flow of the 30,000 troops that Obama ordered last December is beginning to produce output. When announcing his troop surge last December, President Obama mentioned that troops will begin to draw down in July 2011. However, many military officials have indicated that this will depend on conditions on the ground. So, and then I just wanted to show one thing. This is a website I found from Democracy Now! That they included this website's link, iCasualties.org, Iraq Coalition Casualty Count, and it has Iraq's over here, and then Afghanistan over here. And so you can definitely see the shift that we're going into. And based on these numbers so far, 30 a month, you know, it's almost the end of February here, so it's about 30 a month, 60 total for 2010. We're looking for, well, we're not looking forward to it or looking for it, but it looks as though it's going to be about 333 deaths in Afghanistan, according to the projections that are going right now. So it's definitely not going to go down, and it looks like the only direction it's going to go is up, which is unfortunate for the people that are in the military over there. But hey, they got troops all around that area, and they're not just there. So just wanted to post this and shed some light on what's going on down in Afghanistan. I don't agree in any of these wars, whether it's the Afghan war, whether it's the Iraqi war, whether it's troops being in Pakistan, whether it's attacking Iran, whether it's the war on terror. I don't agree with any of it. It's all bullshit. It's all a distraction from the ass raping that you're receiving in the United States and UK. So if you agree with all that, then you go right ahead. But I think when you die, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, man, I was wrong. And maybe I'll look back and I'll be like, man, I was wrong. The terrorists, it was a big threat, and my government wasn't a threat to me, more of a threat to me. So, but I'm willing to die with that belief. And, you know, hopefully when I look back after I'm dead, I'll be like, man, what a fucked up world. What a fucked up country. You know? To have a bunch of people that actually believe in this shit. It's sad, dude. It's so sad. Thank you.